Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Basketball Wives. I don't think this is a season finale. I think from what I read online, somebody mentioned this online. Was it somebody in the cast? Was it Ty? Somebody, I saw somewhere online, basically, they're doing the same thing that some of these shows have been doing, like Carlos King does with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think they did it with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, where they do like a part A and a part B. So I don't think this is the actual end of this season. I think it's going to be like a season 12 part B or something like that. Um, I don't know if everybody's coming back next season or the continuation, whatever they want to call it. Um, I'll say this: if Chantel comes back, I'm not reviewing. I'm not about to be swept into the whole Chantel Jackie um, discourse. I'm just not. If Jackie comes back, I'll be okay with reviewing it. But if Chantel comes back, it's a no, girl. Um, I mean, the main topic of conversation, at least for the last week or so, has been about Jackie and Chantel. Um, it kicks off where it left off. It basically just tells us across the screen that Jackie went home and Chantel went home that night. I think they took separate flights, and then the next day, I think that was the last night, anyways. But they went ahead and went home that night, and then the next day, um, the rest of the group they went back to LA. We could start off something. We could start off with Todd. Wait, what did I write? Todd, Jennifer, and Evelyn. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. They meet up, and uh, Evelyn says that her and Jennifer basically it ain't no beef. We can be around each other. I mean, they spoke to. This is the thing. Jennifer and Evelyn have one of those relationships again, due to due to them being knowing each other for a certain amount of years. Um, it'll be always like one of those back and forths in a way, where even if they are not necessarily friends, you see how now all of a sudden they can just sit around each other and talk. So, girl, what did Jackie say? You see, what I was like. So, anyways, Jennifer says she doesn't understand how it got to that magnitude. It just doesn't make sense to her. I really don't want to spend too much time on Chantel and Jackie, because I think for me and probably a handful of other people, I'm looking at it through a completely different lens. I think that for most people, they're looking at it through the lens of that's your mother. Um, and also, it feels like to me, people are looking at it through the lens of like just this season. I've said this. If you just tuned in to Basketball Wives season 12, it would appear that Chantel came in with her foot on the pedal. Um, is it pedal or metal? The pedal, and she did not take it off. It appeared as though Chantel was just a mess and she was antagonizing Jackie and Jackie hadn't done anything to her. The part that I think that a lot of people are leaving out of the conversation is that while yes, in this 2 or 3 months of filming, it could appear that Chantel was antagonizing Jackie, you're leaving out that there are about 36 years before this 2 or 3 seasons that we have to take into account. I don't know how old Chantel is. However, Chantel, how old Chantel is. Let me see. How old is Chantel? I think she, I think Chantel is in her 30s. I want to say she's like 36. I could be. She might be younger than that. Chantel, let me see how old she is. Oh, she's 32. Okay, so she's 30. She was born in 93, it says. June 1st, 1993. So she just turned 32. So she's kind of young. Um, so, I think that people are not taking into account. They're just looking at it through this season of Basketball Wives. Yeah, this season, but girl, we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, up to 32 years, 31 years between these two people that need to also be a part of the conversation. We just can't base, especially a situation as sensitive as Jackie and Chantel's, just base it off of this one season. The fact is, now this is the fact. The fact is, no matter how you feel about Chantel or how I feel about Chantel, because y'all know I do not fool with Chantel. What's her name? Chantel Chrissy Jeffers. She's just not my cup of tea. But no matter how I feel about Chantel, I'll just keep me in it. I'm not even gonna bring y'all into it. No matter how I feel about Chantel, no matter how much I don't want her on the show, girl, no matter how much I dislike that lady, I'm not going to just throw away the scenes that I have seen online. I'm just not going to throw away that they've had these conversations with Jackie as it pertains to her and a mother. Chantel needs to take accountability for the fact that you are a grown woman. And unfortunately, whatever happened to you as a child, it's up to you now to heal from that. That does not mean that nothing happened to Chantel. That doesn't mean that no one should not hold Jackie accountable. But unfortunately, in your scenario, you have to heal from whatever you say was done to you by the hands of your mother. I don't like Chantel, but I'm not going to throw away what she's saying about her mother. Because the fact of the matter is, as much as some people are going for Takari, I'm gonna go ahead and say Takari, she ain't about shit either. I've really been trying to stay away from Takari because I know that a lot of people are team Takari, but Takari, I'm about this close to tugging on you too. Because the fact of the matter is, as much as you want to get down to the internet and lurk around in the background and act like you're healed, and I remember I came down here and I asked y'all, I said, do y'all think Sakari is healed? And some of y'all say, yes, she's healed. Because my whole thing was, if she's healed, then why is she still participating in the shit? Takari, she's just as messy as Jackie and Chantel. And just because Takari has made up with Jackie does not change. I was about to. Just because Takari has made up with Jackie does not change what happened. I'm going to leave it at that. I was really about to go there. Takari can make up with Jackie. That's her mama. Even if it wasn't her mama, you can make up with anybody who you want to make up with. Making up with somebody does not change the reality. The reality is your mama did not want you and your grandmama raised you. That's the reality. Takari making up with Jackie is not going to ever change the fact that her mama left at her grandmother's doorsteps. It's not going to change the fact that the people say that Jackie did not want her daughter because she was a darky who was fat. It'll never change that. So no matter how much Takari wants to get online and now all of a sudden be a champion for the fact that Chantel got popped by Jackie, it still ain't gonna change your reality either. Never, ever, ever. Forgiveness, you sitting down having a cocktail with your mother, will not change that your mother gave you away. And they say your mama gave you away because your skin was the same color as mine and because you had a little extra pound on you, a few extra pounds. And I don't even want to mention the other stuff. So I'm going to leave that alone. So, Takari, you can hip hip hop hooray in the corner all you want to and be excited that Chantel got popped by Jackie. Chantel got popped by Jackie and she dropped your ass off at your grandmama's house. Forgiveness does not change reality. And that's just what it is. So, the reason why it's hard for Jennifer to understand how we got to this magnitude is because I feel like most people are starting at the end of the story. Most people are starting, this is a 32 chapter book, right? And most people are now just starting at chapter 32 instead of starting at chapter 1. Quiet as it's kept, we need to be starting at the title of the book. And then we work our way from the title, girl, to who it's dedicated to chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and then work our way up to chapter 32. But if you're just starting at chapter 32 and you're ignoring chapters 1 through 31, then you won't understand the full picture. People don't want to understand the full picture, so it's easy just to say Chantel is the problem. Chantel is a part of the problem now because she's not she the way she chose to enter into this situation with Jackie. But before Chantel became the problem, you already heard them say that Jackie was the problem. I believe that Jackie has now figured out how to handle this situation. I'm just not going to talk about it. Jackie, I ain't forgot how you were the one who pulled those kids into therapy. They didn't want to go to therapy, you did. And then when they told you how they felt, you called it nonsense. Anyways, girl, let's move on. Um, I put Evelyn as me. Ty basically says it's a mess, but because they're blood and family, that she doesn't want to get in the middle of it. I understand. I do. At this point, it's kind of hard because I mean, girl, look where we're at. It's like it's hard. It's hard not to be a part of the conversation because now, girl, it is the conversation. Evelyn says that I don't go by that bullshit. Your blood family sometimes that mean that you can still be toxic. I don't buy into that either personally. I don't care about the title of a relationship. The fact of the matter is I will put some of my friends before people who are considered my blood, and that's just what it is. Okay, and they might feel the same way, and my feelings will not be hurt. Um, I do think the big three is whack. I think that Denise is whack. I think that Brittany Renner is whack. I think that Chantel is whack. I think that somebody has put a battery in their backs and told them that they were going to be the new girls down to basketball wives, and I guess they want to come in and take over, and the old bitches was going to be out, and the young girls was coming in. Girl, y'all are not that girl. Neither one of those girls. Girl, y'all are just not that girl. And y'all are not that girl to the point, especially where it appears to me like y'all have gassed yourselves up. No, somebody has gassed them up to believe that, again, they're calling themselves the big three. And someone definitely put a battery in Chantel's back for her to believe that she was going to come on the show and I guess be the queen. Because if I hear one more person, I think it was Brittany Renner who referred to her as a queen on this episode. Like, if I don't know if y'all are, I review the show, so I'm looking. I might be looking through a different lens too, and I'm trying to catch everything. Um, but I don't know if y'all have paid attention, but it appears to me that someone did put a battery in Brittany's back. Not Brittany. The what's the bitch name? What's the girl name? Chantel. Chantel's back. Because now you're being referred to as the queen, even up until the season finale, right? Like, girl, who told y'all this? And who told y'all this? And why do y'all call yourself the big three? And why do y'all feel like this is like a takeover? Girl, I guarantee you, Jackie Christie, Evelyn Lozada, um, Jennifer Williams, Shawnee O'Neal, baby Brandy, they will be the last women standing. They will be there way before the big three even thinks about taking either one of them bitches spots, okay? Especially Jackie Christie, because Jackie Christie gonna be there until the very end. Unless Jackie Christie wants to leave, then that's gonna be the end of it. If Jackie says she's coming back next season, she's coming back next season. If Jackie says she's not coming back next season, it's more than likely because Jackie said that I don't want to come back. It's not gonna be because she got fired. Anyways, she says that she's at a loss of words. Her, Chantel, and Denise are on the phone. Her, Chantel, Denise, Brittany, and Chantel are on the phone. I believe it because on some real shit, I don't think anybody thinks that they'll be fighting their mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that anybody really, even if you have said, "Oh, I can't stand that bitch," or I wish I could punch her." Like, nobody is ever really. I don't think anybody ever really thinks that they will come to blows with their parents. So I do believe Chantel when she says that she never thought it would get to that point. Jackie does not want to talk about Chantel at all. So anytime the conversation comes up about Chantel, she runs away from the scene, literally runs away. At one point, baby, Miss Thing said she had the flu. Now this bitch walked into Jennifer's party. Jennifer was having a screening for a movie she's doing. It's called Shattered. Um, I mean, it looks like a cute little Lifetime movie. You know what I'm saying? Um, is it going to, take over the box office? Probably not. But, like I said, it's a cute little Lifetime movie. I'm not trying to be shady. It does give like a Lifetime cute little movie for the, Sunday night, Saturday evening. She went to that, and Jackie's in the movie. And baby, they asked about, I think it was Mean Lee asked about Chantel, and baby Jackie said, I'm going to get something to eat. And baby, she texted and said, I got the flu. Hey! Baby, Ming Lee's mama is hilarious. Girl, Ming Lee and her mother, even though I know Ming Lee will tell you that she respects her mother, her and her mother have a very, that's a mother and daughter, but you could tell that Ming Lee is a grown woman and her mother treats her like a grown woman. Like, that's my daughter, but that's a grown woman. Girl, they curse in front of each other, they drink with each other, they talk about threesomes. You see what I'm saying? I guarantee you, Ming Lee's mother does not treat her the way that Jackie probably treats her children. Like the hierarchy, like a lot of black people believe in. You know how like Miss Evelyn on the Braxtons. Remember that one season? I don't know about now. Well, I think things have changed because I remember on the Braxtons, the girls were drinking and she sat at the table. But remember, once upon a time, Miss Evelyn would be like, "I don't drink with my children." Girl, now mind you, these grown women who've been fucking got kids, ex-husbands, dead husbands, girl, dead ex-husbands, and girl, you talking, I don't drink with my children. Girl, these are grown ass women. But now I think she's changed because I remember the last season of the Braxtons. I think it was her, Trina, and Tawanda. They were out, and Tawanda and well, I don't think she. Well, I guess not necessarily because I don't think she was she drinking. I can't remember, but yeah, you could tell that Ming Lee and her mother, they're like friends, if that makes sense. Um, Ming Lee and Ty, they're a mess, honey. They're a mess. They're a mess. They're a mess. They get into it. Ty calling her all types of hoes. Ming Lee called her a hoe. At the end of the episode, Ming Lee was having some event for something she's doing, and she calls Ty up to the front to use her as a model, to demonstrate the products to the crowd. I was like, how y'all go from calling each other hoes to now all of a sudden, Ty, can you come up here, please? Girl, just like some fucking lesbians, okay? Um, um, hold up. Oh, so Jackie basically tells Jennifer at one point, trying to change the course of the conversation, that Brandy, some man, girl, y'all kill me with this, girl. What, girl? Nobody, let me tell you, unless it's a fucking bill collector, no random person is just calling your phone. That's one of the things that killed me about reality TV. Yes, some man called my phone. So Jackie says some man called her phone, basically saying that Brandy asked him to come over. So Jackie is basically trying to basically drop seeds that Brandy is out here basically involved with some man. And if she was, bitch, I don't give a damn. That's why I said, girl, I couldn't be in a relationship because if I did slip up and a girl be involved with some man, girl, the nigga who I'm with, girl, cheated on me with over 50 something women. So if I did fuck some nigga, girl, okay, girl, okay. And then also a part of the conversation was that Brandy is also having threesomes. I think with me. Did she say Ming Lee and Ty? Or I think Ming Lee. She's having threesomes with Ming Lee. So Jackie is basically just trying to girl drop basically change the conversation from her and Chantel to girl, let's talk about these other hoes. I mean, it is what it is. Um Brandy is pissed at Jennifer because Jennifer was told this information by Jackie, and then she went and told Ming Lee. And I think she also told, well, of course, she told Ming Lee because it had to do with Ming Lee. And then she told somebody else, I think Ty. I think she told Ty and Ming Lee, I believe. And Brandy felt a certain way because, and I get it because it's like, girl, you want to sit here and talk about what's going on in other people's marriages, but girl, as soon as we talk about you And girl, Goldilocks, okay? When we talk about you and Joanne Prada, okay? When we talk about you and inmate 572-3307, the one who had that lady jump from that balcony, now she got like a rod or some shit in her back. When we talk about you and Miss Christian Gold, now all of a sudden, girl, you want to have a fit, and girl, we can't talk about your marriage, but you'll go around here repeating stuff about somebody else's marriage. Well, can we repeat about what's going on between you and your husband? I was about to say wife. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. Um, girl, with Ming Lee, so Ming Lee actually know. So Ty actually knows Ming Lee's mother. I think I put Mama Ming Lee because I can remember her name. Um, when she sat down with me, when she sat down with Ty, she was like, "Now, what were you talking about for 3,000 goddamn minutes?" She was cursing. Like you could tell her and Ming Lee like are friends. Um, you like threesomes, you freaky bitch. See, I don't know everything about her. That's what she said about. That's what she said about Ming Lee. That's what Ming Lee's mama said about her. Okay. Um, she can't. She not. Then she said she not even whole material. That's actually a compliment. I took it as a compliment because she's not even whole material. Like you got to be a certain type of material to be a hoe, girl. My daughter not no hoe. Now she might be a freaky bitch, but she's not no whole material though. Okay. Um. Anyways, so they showed Jackie at the end. Jackie did not go to the event of Ming Lee's. They showed Jackie in the back looking like she was about to go rob a bank. Mama had on a black beanie, a black jacket, a black scarf, some black gloves. She didn't go. Brandy addresses the rumor with Jennifer as far as her spreading the rumor, right? Jennifer said she didn't think it was that big of a deal because Jackie said it. Basically saying, girl, nobody takes the shit that Jackie says seriously. But that's still not the point though, because like I don't know, like if you don't want nobody talking about what you doing out here or your husband, then why are you talking about my marriage, basically, or what could be happening in my marriage? Evelyn and Brittany get into it, and you know what? I'm with Evelyn, girl. Believe it or not, like to a certain degree. Evelyn basically asked her, girl, what did I do to you? And then she said, you run your mouth. You just a fake ass bitch. And just like Evelyn said, girl, you can't even tell me what I did to you. I ain't did shit to you, girl. You got an attitude. I do want to say this about Brittany and whatever walk she was going through with when she decided to put a hijab on and all that stuff. Girl, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and you can take this how you want to take it. I think it's unfair to a certain degree to say that Brittany is being fake and phony. There's nothing that Brittany benefited from by putting a hijab on. Like Britney's career didn't take off. If anything, she lost things because now she's covered up, and that was never her. That was never her platform to be covered up, right? Um, if I don't know why people expect Britney to be this perfect Muslim, but then, girl, people are not perfect Christians. There are people out there who will still call themselves a Christian and will fucking suck, have threesomes, cheat on their husbands, cheat on their wives, girl, do everything in the Bible that says that we're not supposed to do, and still will say, I am a Christian. I'm a Christian man. I'm a Christian woman. There are people out there who will still call themselves a pastor. Hey, Jamal Bryan and Eddie Long and John Gray and all the other ones, and will get in a pulpit and tell people what they should and should not do and have all types of bastard kids floating around the United States of America and probably even a few countries and continents. Okay, so I don't think it's fair for people to automatically just dismiss whatever Brittany is doing. Right? She tried something out. She probably didn't like it, and now I'm done with it. If she can call herself a Muslim, if other people can walk around here and call themselves a Christian, and they live the life they live, then I don't know why Brittany can't call herself a Muslim and cuss a bitch out at the same time. You know how many people walk around here calling themselves Christians and will cuss a bitch out, girl, 3 days a day, girl, and girl 17 times on Sunday, right after church. I'm just saying. Um, Baby, did y'all hear when Ming Lee, Mama was in the background, and Evelyn and Brandy, not Evelyn, Evelyn and Brittany were getting into it, and then she said, "Ooh, look, it's going down." Oh, girl, that was pretty much it. Great was shit going on. She said she basically told Evelyn, "Girl, you're 50 doing OnlyFans," and Evelyn they basically started slut shaming each other. Girl, you slept with 100 people. She said, "Girl, it's not 100, it's 36. Get it right." So, um, and that was pretty much it. Chantel takes accountability on where it went wrong. I absolutely believe she should. Like I was saying, telling one of my friends the other day, Takari, she needs to shut the fuck up because the same way, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, the same way I got onto Chantel about teaming up with the ops. Takari, you ain't no motherfucking different. Don't forget, I forgot that you gave. Don't forget that I didn't forget that you gave Evelyn pieces of your book so that she could read down to the motherfucking VH1. That's what I'm saying. Takari ain't no better than Chantel. And it ain't no better because they got it from their goddamn mama, Jackie. And the reason why Doug ain't gonna get the smoke from Chantel is because, girl, Doug wasn't there to raise Chantel. So unfortunately, everything is gonna fall on Jackie. Even though Doug he ain't shit either. I feel like Doug ain't shit. Chantel not gonna say Doug ain't shit because Doug wasn't really there to raise her. Jackie raised her, well, to a certain degree, because, girl, when Jackie wasn't following Doug around trying to make sure he wasn't cheating on her, girl, the grandmama had to raise the kids. Takari ain't no better than Chantel. You teamed up with the ops too. You did the same thing. You did the same thing that Chantel did. The only difference is Chantel teamed up with him on TV. You just gave a book. You just gave book. You just gave pages of your book to Evelyn. Y'all did the same thing. She ain't no better than Chantel. Please believe it. You wasn't trying to heal either, girl. You was trying to be messy just to ride along with Chantel. Chantel came in this season, girl, basically just wanting to fuss and fight. It wasn't about trying to heal from whatever trauma that had been unfortunately put on her shoulders. It was just about, girl, fussing and fighting with Jackie. That was Chantel's whole MO. Anyways, girl, I'm done with basketball wives. Girl, why does this kept? I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out here. I don't give a fuck about Chantel, Takari, the dog. Like I had to tell somebody online the other day. I don't give a fuck about Takari, girl, Doug Jr., the dogs, the cats, Chantel, girl, Takari, none of it. Girl, I'm looking at it through girl, I feel like this person is wrong. I feel like this person could be right. I feel like this person could be right. I feel like this person could be wrong. Girl, I'm not no team Jackie. I'm not no team Chantel, and I'm definitely not no fucking team Takari. Okay. I'm Team Truth. Anyways, that's it. I'm gone. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all. If Chantel come back next season, I'm not watching. Girl, go to therapy, sister.